make ends meet, especially at a time when the wheels of commerce are running out of oil to run them. How do you make money in a system or the reality that has been skewed against you? About 75% of Uganda's population, that's the 45 million that we are, is under 30 years of age, meaning there is a lot of productivity potential, there is a lot of energy, there is a lot of knowledge that can be leveraged. But many times the politics of the day does basically muddy the waters, and many youth begin to imagine that if I go into politics, sell land, sell my whatever, and then go to this particular position, I'll make money. Hence the adage that is going around that politics is the new source of employment. There are youth who are saying, no, we can stay where we are, we can leverage on the technology and be able to make some money. Daniel Chirize is the CEO at Forex Bull Academy, and what is happening at Forex Bull Academy is something that he's here to speak to us about. Welcome to MorningAtNTV.
Yep, thank you for hosting me.
How are we?
Well, I'm actually great, and honestly, I feel very great whenever I have to talk about this topic, more especially to a nation.
That's right.
Yes, money and how do you use the internet to your benefit.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's a confusing one,
yes,
especially to the average youth who has a mobile phone with him. He has or she has some data on them, and they are being told there is money and there is a way you can monetize your knowledge.
Yes.
There are things that you can look out for and be able to be paid money.
Yes.
But most importantly, you can engage in aspects including forex trading.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Well, I think having the internet is one thing. Okay, having a smartphone and the internet is one thing. But I think right now the whole thing is about bridging the gap of having internet and then using your phone to, you know, the best advantage as much as possible.
That's right.
Because to be honest, okay, well, everyone has a smartphone and what they're doing is TikTok, watching stuff and all that. But the question is, how do you get to use that to even make money, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're going to spend data watching videos on TikTok, I don't know, kind of stuff, and in return you're not making any money, then honestly it doesn't work. And that's how we come up with these online business models. All right, so I'll specifically talk about trading because I've been in for about 6 years. I'm a certified forex trader, so I know exactly how the whole model works and what's possible. All right, so the thing is, at this point we are now in an age where age doesn't matter. Like, you don't need to be 40 or 50 to actually make money, all right? Like, the internet has bridged that gap, you know, most especially through these opportunities. I'll give an example with trading. It doesn't matter. As long as you're 18 and above, then you're able to trade, you know. And people say, oh, okay, I don't have
18
money.
Meaning you're making decisions as an adult.
Yes, that's very important. That's very important.
No one is pushing into it.
Exactly.
You're trying to look at what is available, what you can achieve, and deciding I'm going in for it.
Yes, I mean, 18 is an adult, so they can decide exactly.
That's right.
Yes, so now the thing is, okay, for some people say, okay, I don't have money to start, which is very true, most especially if you're going to, you know, start like a real business that requires, say, millions or stuff. But with, say, trading or online businesses, you could easily start, okay? It's like, as long as you have the internet, then what really matters the most is the skill set. How do you get to learn? And for like the last 4 years, that's what I've embarked on. I've tried to help Ugandans, more especially young Ugandans, to really learn how do you use your phone to make money with trading, all right? Now, pretty much this is how the whole model works. So
I was just about to ask.
Okay. I don't know if I think I should have carried some foreign currencies. I think I would get a better explanation. I've always talked about this, but people do not understand. So this is just $1. And then in some way, I collected this Mauritius rupee when I traveled. And the whole model is whenever you're exchanging, there's a difference, okay? So in actual sense, there's always money being made, you know. I think even a better example is, say you carried some Ugandan shillings to a forex bureau and you want dollars. That's how the forex bureau works, right? And that's how they make profit. So in this sense, you're actually doing that and on your phone. That means you don't need to, have a forex bureau stuff and all that.
To do the exchange.
Yes, yes. So that means it doesn't matter whether you're in Masaka, whether you're in Kasese, whether you're in Gulu. As long as you have your internet and your phone, then you're good and you're able to start making money.
So let's just get down to the nitty-gritty of it. I have my mobile phone. I am in Chanamukaka, and somebody's telling me you can make some money. How do we begin? How do we get to it? Which are the trading platforms, so to speak?
Okay, well, it's really easy to get started, all right? And so trading being a global business, we're dealing with global financial markets. And in other words, it's traded globally, so you need global platforms. It's not like, it's not like it's only Uganda or something, it's global. So you need, we call them brokers. Brokers are pretty much intermediates between you, the trader, and the financial markets. And we have a couple of them a lot, and they have to be regulated for you to be able to trade. And then more so, you need the trading platforms, which can easily be installed on your phone. Actually, for anyone watching, you just go over to your app store, you go Play Store and search for MetaTrader 5 and do some practice. But I think that's not the whole point, because I really feel like starting trading is really easy. It's actually easy, because in actual sense, whenever you have the platforms, then you're really good to go. I think the whole thing comes down to, how does someone really learn, all right? Like, how do I equip myself with the skill, okay? And that's the biggest problem most people face. Well, go over on, the internet, watch a lot of videos and all that, which really do work. But I think the problem is there's a lot of information, so sometimes you really need to filter out, okay, what really fits me, okay?
That's right.
And so we have a ton of people sharing this and that, and you really need, you really need to filter that out. So that's the whole gap. Now, I would definitely talk about that in a sense of, I think rather than having to, go over on the internet, try different sources, I think the biggest thing in here is people getting to invest into themselves or learning. Because I look at trading as a business, and that's a thing that most people never understand. Trading is a business, and that means there's a risk of losing money, but then on the other side, making money. And what really matters the most is, how equipped are you? Are you, do you understand what risk management is? Do you have great winning strategies? Because you can't approach these financial markets with, oh, I'm just going to buy and sell whenever the price is going down or up. No, you need to understand the concepts behind. And I think that's pretty much the biggest point in there.
It's an interesting thing, and many times I must agree with you. You must have a really good understanding of risk, and that's down to risk management. Reading here on Yahoo Finance, stock market today, the Dow Jones at the SP 500, the Nasdaq rally for a 3-day as the federal rate cut hopes grow. I mean, in this particular sell, for example, it is hinged on the hope that the Fed will cut the rate. Now, if you don't understand what happens when the Fed cuts the rates, you might make the wrong decision.
Exactly.
That means you need a broker or a middleman to help you understand exactly why you should invest. Because the Fed could cut rates or even increase. I think it's a whole lot of things going on. The trust dividend is what disturbs the average Ugandan most. How do you get over this? How do you embolden their ability to trade by ensuring the trust is there?
Well, okay, to start off with, at this point I've gotten to understand that anyone can actually become a trader. No one is born to be a trader.
That's right.
But anyone can actually learn to be a trader. And I think it all starts down with understanding how the whole model works, okay? Now, there are very, very many businesses, and if you do not have an idea of how it works, then it's very difficult to even trust that model, right? Or it's very difficult for you to say, okay, I'm going to get 10 million or 20 million and pump into this thing, yet, you have no idea. I think that's, again, where it goes back. But I think on the other side, what really matters the most is whenever you look at people that are actually making it, all right, within that, particular business model, then that also kind of brings that picture that, okay, this is possible. I'll give an example. When I started, that should have been like 2020 or 2021. Now, I know there were people here trading, but, none of these were on the internet showing you that, okay, this is possible. Then I came over here, did it, and then I was able to share the progress to show how things are done and what's possible. So I think that really bridges the gap. But then more than that, again, I will always bring it back to the individual efforts, okay? Yeah, I think for any business or for anything that you're embarking on, you really need to like understand how the whole thing works. Because at the end of the day, if you do not, then it's pretty much trying to do things that actually don't work. Yes.
Seeking knowledge is pretty much important.
Yes.
I've heard about an academy that does teach forex trading. You're conducting that?
Yes, yes.
Talk to us about.
Yes. Well, so for like that last 3 years, again, I embarked on training Ugandans on how to really learn trading the real way without having to, you know, go over the internet and try that and that. And for like the last, 3 years or something, we've had over 2,000 people learn trading. Okay. And what I really feel even more proud about is the success that we've had. Now, we've had people making big money, but then we've also had people that make money to survive or, you know, replace their job and all that. And in some way that keeps me going, trying to bridge the gap of, okay, unemployment. I know we have a lot of educated guys, and now how are we able to bridge this out? Okay, you have the phone. Can you come over here? Can we teach you? And that's what Forex Bulls Academy has been about. So it's Forex Bulls Academy, the School of Forex of Uganda. And honestly, we are doing the most to, you know, not only train people how to trade, but, you know, fight unemployment.
Fight unemployment and reverse the specter of poverty, so to speak. What I deduct from this is that money is a product that can be bought and sold at a profit. Exactly. Essentially, if you want to, you can go buy yourself some $1,000 in the knowledge that you're going to be profiting a little bit more, a percentage of those $1,000, and that is how the business works. So, like you go to the market, buy yourself cassava 2 kilograms, go to another market and sell that at a higher price, so you get the profit. You can do the same to currencies, and that is all Forex trading. It's been a pleasure hosting you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the information, and thank you for the creative militancy that